Greetings, YouTube. So apparently my governor just signed a bill that's going to require cursive and multiplications to be taught to students in schools. Now you're probably going to think that's pretty controversial not to teach multiplication. And while I can understand teaching children the mechanisms of multiplication, I see absolutely no reason that you require them to memorize multiplication tables. Everyone has one of these. It's got a calculator built into it. Making sure kids know how to use that calculator? Absolutely. Make sure kids understand how to do math. Just yesterday, 24 hours ago, I had to show an adult how to how to create a percentage of rejects for their production. And the way the P chart is set up, the way the production chart is set up, is you have your rejects here, and under the rejects is your total of actual production. It's a fraction. You take the top number, you divide it by the bottom number, you multiply it by 100, boom, there's your percentage. So yeah, I can understand wanting people to have basic mathematical understandings, because lots of adults don't. But cursive? I'm 58 years old, and I think the last time I used cursive, I was 12. I haven't needed it in 46 years, close to 5 decades. And I couldn't write in cursive right now if you put a gun to my head. It's pointless. It's needless. It's trying to hold on to some bygone era that never actually existed. It was a fictional narrative created by someone to make white Americans feel comfortable, superior. This is all about filtering out people. You have people coming to right now to our school systems who speak 2 and 3 languages, sometimes more. And you're going to force them to try to learn how to write cursive when English may be their third or fourth language and they're doing their best to learn it? Why would you do that? Oh, well, that's right, because of that whole white supremacy thing. You want to filter out more people. You want to discriminate against more people. You want to fail them in school, because that's what's going to happen to some students. They're going to get low grades because they can't do cursive in English when it's a useless skill. It does nothing. You will never use it in the real world. If you hand me a note written in cursive, I'm probably never going to read it, because I'm just going to be like, no, I don't need that. I don't care how pretty you may think it is. I don't need to look at it. It's just overly artistic. It's wonderful. It's great. It's lovely looking. I don't need to read it. I literally will not read it. Not going to waste my time. I want clarity. I want to be able to absorb that information quickly. And cursive is not how I want to do it. You might as well hand me something in Sanskrit. It's not something that's applicable to my daily life. And when am I gonna write cursive? When? Explain this to me. When I write my long and lengthy 19th century style letters to my pen pal who lives in, you know, 4 towns over that I may never get to see because my horse and buggy won't go that far. I mean, this is not the 18th century. We don't need cursive in our schools. We don't need cursive in our lives. Tell me, of the people who are watching this video, either any point in the future, when is the last time you needed to write cursive? And you're all going to say your signature. Okay, cool. When did you have to write something in cursive other than your signature? What was that? Never? Exactly. I mean, it'd be more intelligent to be teaching these kids Morse code. They could conceivably use that at some point in the future. But cursive? No, no, that makes no sense whatsoever. And I'm sick of these conservatives pushing a narrative of a past that didn't exist, of a future where we filter out folks who won't abide by some archaic, stupid hurdle we put in their path. This is absolute and utter bullshit. And I'm tired of this crap. You will do nothing on gun legislation. You'll do nothing about making sure people have health care and housing and food. Those things are completely off the agenda. You can't deal with that. It's too complex. But you're going to sign a law into power that's going to require students to learn a method of writing that was archaic 50 years ago? You Republicans just fucking baffle me.